4 Japanese landmines.
They are absolutely real.
This is a really rare Mark Twain salesman's prospectus.
And sell for less than $3 million.
A man brings fossils.
Hey guys, I got something here I think you might be interested in.
Okay.
They're fossils.
Do you know what a fossil is?
A watch?
The fossils were 290 million years old.
Well, they're around 290 million years old. They're from the Mason Creek deposit from Illinois. It's one of the...
That were ancient plants and a spider.
These are all just ferns. This one's really cool, but actually mutated and split into 2 tips. I've never seen another one like it. This one here, it's a spider. It's one of the first insects that were ever around.
He confirms they are real.
Looking at them, these are some of the nicer ones that I've seen. They are absolutely real.
So an artist didn't paint these on?
No, these are absolutely real. They're carbon impressions of organisms that lived on planet Earth 300 million years ago.
I wonder what the Earth looked like 300 million years ago.
Well, 300 million years ago, this area of Illinois was this massive kind of coal swamp area.
Time to crunch some numbers.
I'll give you 800 bucks.
Just the spider fossil alone is probably worth at least $600, at least, just for that one.
Like I said, I have to resell them, okay? I'll go $1,000, I can't go no more. I mean, that's what I'll do.
I'm looking for just a little bit more than that. I mean,
Okay.
like I said, I wish I could make a deal with you, but I can't let them go for 1,000, I'm sorry.
I'll go 11.
Cash money?
Cash money, 1,100 bucks.
Sounds good. Deal. 1,100 is a fair offer.
A man brings a World War II Japanese landmine training set.
Hey, can I help you?
Yes, got an item I'd like to show you today. I've got a World War II, 1945 U.S.-Japanese landmine training set. 4 Japanese landmines.
Set contains landmines used for training.
So we're all clear, there's no explosives in here, right?
Absolutely no explosives.
All right.
Okay, well, it's easy to tell. All you gotta do is open them up.
Yeah.
See, there's nothing inside. And besides, you need detonators for them.
Oh, well, you may be a landmine expert, I'm not.
Over 300 million landmines were used during World War II. That's why the U.S. military created training kits like these. They would help a soldier learn how to identify, defuse, or destroy Japanese mines.
It's got the original manual with it. It's got a picture inside here to identify what they are. We've got a yardstick mine.
An expert was called.
Hey, how are you doing? I'm the administrator of the Clark County Museum System.
Only 600 of these sets were made.
It's nearly a complete set here, with the exception of the grenade. With only 600 having been made, you don't see a lot of these sets. They're not by any means common.
I'd take 2,000 today.
It's a specialty item. I'll give you 800 bucks.
About 1,800.
I will give you 800 bucks, and it is a shot in the dark. These mines are incredible, and they're the kind of thing that collectors will go nuts for. But I have no idea how long I'm going to sit on them.
Okay. It's 800 it is.
All right, 800 bucks.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you. Well, I'd hoped to get a little more out of it, but I think 800 was a fair price. I don't have to take it back home with me. Now maybe it'll have a new home and somebody can enjoy it and appreciate it for what it is.
It's a sample of the adventures of Tom Sawyer.
The Adventures of Tom Sawyer.
Classic of American literature. This is actually the salesman's sample for Tom Sawyer.
Okay, that is definitely cool.
I consider it the holy grail of Mark Twain collecting.
The book contains different binding options.
You have different binding types, like you would offer a cloth binding at a certain price, or different types of leather bindings.
Well, and that's why this book is interesting, even though it's not the first edition. It's because it kind of shows the history of printing, how things would have been sold at this time. You get more of an eye into the things that you normally don't get to see, how things were done behind the scenes.
Yeah, exactly.
The book was initially written for adults.
He wrote it as basically an adult book, but it kind of got branded as a boy's book, which sort of annoyed him.
Yeah, he wasn't known for writing books about children.
Let's have a look at the price.
What do you think?
What do I think? Let's see. This is a really rare Mark Twain salesman's prospectus. It served their use. That being said, it's also quite beat up, and it's still not a first edition Tom Sawyer. With all of those things in mind, the value that I would place on it retail is probably between $9,000 and $10,000.
Okay. I'm thinking $5,000. I have to resell it. I have to make money.
I mean, I tried to find out, and the Library of Congress doesn't even have a copy of the salesman sample. It's that rare.
He's right that this is a more rare salesman sample of Twain than other works by him.
Yeah, honestly, $5,000 is just too little for me to go. I mean, I want you to make a profit. I honestly didn't think $10,000 was unreasonable. I'll tell you what, at the end of Tom Sawyer, he finds gold. You know how much gold he finds?
$5,000 worth.
$6,000. Finds $6,000 worth of gold. That's really the least I could take. And I think it gives you...
I'll go 55. It's a fair price. You know it's a fair price.
I actually think $6,000 is cheap.
It was a little awkward to sit there during the negotiation. You want to put in your 2 cents, but it's not really your business.
I really want to stick to six.
I'll go $5,500.
6,000, you will have a line of Twain collectors at your door, I promise you.
Once you start getting over like $1,000, $2,000, the amount of people in this world that have the money to buy it and are willing to buy it dramatically falls off a cliff.
It's honestly hard to give this one up for that. It's a very special book. Blood Oath at $5,500.
$5,500. It's a deal. I'll meet you right over there, and I'll have someone write you up.
$5,500 was honestly low. I think he's going to make a profit. On the flip side, I think...
A woman brings an elephant bird egg.
You must own really large chickens.
No, I have no chickens.
So what exactly is this?
This is an elephant bird egg.
Okay.
I bought it for my business. I sell fossils and other natural history things.
I thought you were going to say you sell eggs.
An expert examines.
So if you don't mind, I do have a friend, he's a paleontologist. If I can get him down here to take a look at it.
I think that's great.
Okay, I'll be back here in a little bit.
There it is, Rick. See those long grooves in the shell right there? That's what we would expect to see from an elephant bird.
The egg shows signs of reconstruction.
But there is some condition issues that I'd like to point out. All of these abrasions here, that's where the pieces didn't quite fit together. So rather than taking the time to find pieces that fit better, they just kind of ground them into place.
Let's take a closer look at the price.
Well, now I'm thinking $3,000.
It's a very small market. It's very weird. It will eventually sell. Tell you what, I'll give you $2,800 for it. It's more than a fair price.
Be sure you can't do $3,000 on it.
I'm offering you more than you were asking.
I know, that's true. But your paleontologist really got my hopes up.
$2,800 is the best I could do.
If it's really your best, fine. Okay.
All right, sweet, we have a deal. If you just go around the corner, do some paperwork, I'll get you paid.
Okay. I think it's a fair enough price. It's more than I came in for, so I'm happy.
Rick saw George Washington's suit at a friend's place.
Drum roll.
Whoa. So is this George Washington's too?
It is. It's a three-piece suit that he acquired sometime in the mid-18th century. It's amazing that it held up so well.
The suit was well preserved.
I think it's from the 1750s or 60s.
Okay.
Back then, it was pink. And you can still see some of the pink in this area.
Let's see what the price tag says.
And sell for less than $3 million.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of suit.
I mean, okay, well, I guess the suit's out then. I didn't get the suit, but you know what? It didn't fit me anyway.
Rick visits an art gallery to see rare Jimi Hendrix photographs.
I just got a call from my art expert, Brett. He said something amazing just walked into his shop. It's not the kind of thing he buys, but he promised me I would love it. So I'm going to Brett's gallery to check it out.
Thanks for coming down. This is the gentleman I wanted you to meet, Ron Raffaelli.
Ron Raffaelli took the photos.
How in the world did you get photos like this?
I was Jimmy's photographer.
Seriously?
That's why I'm all gray. And he chose me as his photographer, basically to document his American tour.
One image featured Hendrix posing with a real spider.
That was a real spider. I almost walked into it coming back from another shoot. I jumped back because I'm scared to death of spiders. But Jimmy said, I'm not afraid, I'll take a picture with it. I said, okay, put your face up there.
Curious about the cost?
I'll right here, I'll give you $10,000.
I can't accept $10,000 for these. They're worth at least 20.
I mean, by the time he frames them, I put them on the wall. I mean, they take up real estate in my store. I'm gonna have to take other things down. What about 12?
Got a deal.
All right, thanks a lot, Brett. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Look forward to seeing these in the shop.
Rick Harrison visits a military collector.
One of his big military collectors. I'm Rick.
Hey, Rick.
Knowing Alex is recommending I check this out, I have a feeling today is gonna end with a bang.
The collector owns a rare U.S. Navy dive helmet.
This sort of looks like most people's whole collection. I love the helmet. Is that a real U.S. Navy dive helmet?
Yes, it's an original Mark V Navy helmet. According to the documentation, that had something to do with the salvaging operations in Pearl Harbor.
A volcanic pistol from 1857 catches Rick's attention.
I love the volcanic at the end right there. Can I take a look at it?
Go ahead.
This is 1840s, right?
Actually, I believe the model is from 1857.
Okay, 1857. I fire one of those things. That's like the coolest gun on the planet.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Oh, look what the cat dragged in finally.
I got caught in traffic.
Yeah.
I did.
The dive helmet was confirmed authentic.
These weigh about 65 pounds, 70 pounds. The replicas are about half that. And the final thing is the data plate. When they are replicas, this plate's typically flat and engraved or stamped. This is cast brass and raised lettering.
The gun was tested and successfully fired.
And it's enough pressure that it'll ignite the primer inside, that'll ignite the black powder and send the entire charge out, and all the residue should follow. So there's no ejector in this thing.
All right, let's see if it works.
Okay.
All right, here we go. This is going to be it.
Here we go.
Hey!
Yes!
Okay. Would you say 22,000 for the pair?
I know you're gonna make a profit, so sure.
Sweet, we got a deal.
Rick examines two rare coins from a dealer.
What's up?
Oh, hey, Rick, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
I was in town, and I have a couple coins to show you I think you might like.
Okay, let me see them. Yeah.
Okay, that'd be great. First coin is an 1838 Gobrecht dollar.
The first was an 1838 Gobrecht silver dollar.
You all realize this, back in the day, the Mint was always coming up with new designs.
The second coin was an 1857 Double Eagle.
So this is an 1857 S San Francisco Double Eagle, and this was made at the San Francisco Mint. And this ship called the SS Central America was on its way to New York City. And in 1857, it sank in a hurricane, and 425 people died on this ship. So it was really one of the biggest tragedies in American maritime history. So this is one of the coins that was recovered in the 1980s.
Rick decides to purchase the Gobrecht dollar.
They're as rare as hen's teeth.
When people come in with ancient coins, I call in one of my experts. But these are the kinds of coins I deal on a regular basis for years and years and years. So they're in my wheelhouse. So I know exactly what these coins are, and I don't need to call anybody in because I know what I'm dealing with.
A woman walked in with a mysterious rock.
Well, got something here. It's a wee bit heavy. Thought maybe you might shed some light on what that is right there. It's been to museums, it's been to paleontologists. No one seems to know what it is.
Rick had yet to learn what that was.
I take my trade very seriously. So it's pretty rare when an item comes into my shop and I don't have some idea what it is.
An expert was called to find out what this stone was.
He can at least set us in the right direction.
Okay.
All right, I'll be right
do it.
back.
Okay. So far, a lot of specialized people have seen it, and they don't seem to know.
The expert declared it to be a concretion because of water.
Now, there are two types, but whichever type it is, it's still a concretion.
It turned out that way, but at least you know what it is. It's a what? Nodule? I would put this in your front yard. It'll deter burglars because it looks like you have a really large dog. Thanks for bringing it in.
Hey, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Appreciate it. Bye.
A man brings a Chinese porcelain bowl.
Hey, what do we got here?
A Qianlong bowl.
Qianlong bowl.
Uh-huh.
Okay, explain what a Qianlong bowl is to me.
Qianlong was the period around 1700. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna give him a call. I'll be right back, all right?
All right, very good.
Wow, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous piece of Chinese ceramic.
The bowl's markings reveal its true origin.
You're going to get 6 figures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when I look at this, what I'm seeing here, this means Jia.
The bowl was authentic.
So it's Chia Chen, not Qianlong.
We are Chia Chen bowl.
Okay, Chia Chen.
So I absolutely do believe it is authentic to that dynasty.
All right, so what do you think it's worth? You know, I should pay $3,000 for it. I'll pay $3,500 because I find it a really fascinating piece and I think it'll sell.
Well, I have been offered more for it. Would you consider 4?
I'll tell you what, I'll go 38 and I'm probably crazy for doing it.
Okay, I'll take the 38.
Okay, cool. I really appreciate it. Leave that right there. Follow me and we'll go do some paperwork.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, hit like and subscribe for more incredible content. Stay tuned for more valuable stuff.